So before I get started today, I would just like to introduce myself and tell you a few things about myself. My name is Michelle Stocking. I am 19 years old and I attend the College of Southern Idaho. I'm going for my business management degree. I like to think of myself as a very charismatic and bubbly person. I'm more of a people's person, a one-on-one kind of person. Um, I like to consider myself as fairly caring, and I really enjoy putting smiles on other people's faces. And I've always kind of wondered why that was. And it reminds me of a story when I was younger, actually. I was 8 years old, and I remember going to the grocery store and seeing this stuffed monkey, and all I was having was a pocket full of just like loose change that probably like 35-40 cents. I couldn't tell you. And I was like, oh my god, this is totally enough to get this stuffed monkey, because monkeys were my absolute favorite animal. So I brought it up to the cashier lady, and my mom was shopping, doing whatever, I don't know. And I brought it to the cashier lady, and I'm trying to go through my change and like give it to her, and clearly it wasn't enough to get this monkey. But this older couple behind me and saw that I was trying to do this, and then bought it for me, and I just remember feeling so grateful. And I remember asking myself why. I personally don't know anybody that would have done that, so I couldn't understand why. And then I was kind of thinking back about, well, maybe it's how they were raised, and that's kind of what I'd like to lead into today. How their environment affected their personality, how overall our environment affects our personality. Um, our environment has a significant role in what shapes our personality. First, I would like to talk about what personality is, and then we'll later talk about what the environment is and how the two relate, and how those environmental experiences are affecting and shaping us into who we are today. So first, what is personality? Personality is those set characteristics, those things that set you apart from other people. It's what makes everybody unique. It's those fun little traits that doesn't make everybody all the same cardboard cutout copy of one another. Is that going to be the most noticeable aspect of a person? It's what affects their thoughts and their actions, and how they react in given situations. In order to understand completely how our environment affects our personality, we need to understand what personality and environment are. So now that we've discussed what personality is, we'll move on to what environment is. Our environment, our environment is asking those kinds of questions. It's going to be the situations that we're in, like how they were raised, their school environment, their work environment. It's who we surround ourselves with, that are ultimately going to lay a hand in shaping us and who we are. One of the fun things about personality is it's how we build relationships. It's our personality is what chooses friendships and what chooses to build relationships with one another, because personality is such a strong, and it's who we are. Yes, we're all human, but that is who we are. We are our personality. So moving on, that it is said, and this is actually a fairly large percentage when you really think about it in the broad aspect of things. While yes, genetic makeup does make us who we are in a sense, 50 to 70% of our personality is because of the effect of our environment. So it's really interesting to think about that you not necessarily have control over, but you can think back to certain experiences that might have helped you make you who you are today. It's important to know what makes you you overall. It's important to know why you are the way that you are. Sometimes people have questions, and it's really interesting to think about how you can think of these past experiences, or maybe the way that you were raised, and why that makes you different. Maybe it can help you even understand another person. You think about their environment, the way they were raised, the way that how their life is, how their schedule is, how people treat them. It's all of these other things that are molding and shaping them into who they are, because overall our environment is affecting our day-to-day lives. Before ending this speech today, I would just like to end with a quote for you that I feel like really hits you on the nose on what I'm trying to say here. It is by Tony Robbins. It says, "You see, it's never the events of our lives, but how we interpret them that shapes who we are and who we'll become tomorrow." And I just feel like that's so true, because everybody's going to interpret things differently. They can be in the same environment, but also because of past things that have happened in their past environments, it's going to affect everybody differently, and that's ultimately what's going to make everybody unique. Anyways, that was just a few fun facts I would like to share with you today. So I appreciate you for listening, and have a great rest of your day.